This is my buddy's camera shop. He owns this old film camera shop with his family. I can't tell you the details the way he can, but I wanted to show you because this place is awesome. This is like their third location, but check this out. TWtoCamera. You already get a sense of like the sheer scale. Everything from old CRT TVs, all the boxes, like the original boxes for everything from Polaroid to the Olympus, Pentax, the carrying cases. Look at that. Old Kodak cases, Nikon, Kodak branded little race car, all this stuff. I'll go inside. Look at this. Everything. I can't show everything. I'm going to miss stuff because there's too much to show. But if you push pause on the video and just kind of zoom in, you'll see an absolutely astounding amount of stuff. Everything. Not just film cameras. There's old digicams. There's camcorders. There's medium format stuff. There's the film itself. There's Polaroids. There's these. Look at this. This breakdown of a camera. Show how it works. They have these old sales charts. They have the carrying cases, all the paraphernalia. They have everything. It's incredible. And being in here feels like being in a museum. Absolutely. Like I've seen a lot of this stuff before. This is my first time at this location. This is their new location. But still, seeing it, I'm just kind of speechless. I just want to point and say, look. I can't describe this store or the story or what you do any better than you can. So if I give you the microphone, can you give some background to like who you are and how the shop started and things like that?
Okay.
Right.
I do my best.
Okay.
I'm Leo. I used to study in the art department, and that's not quite like a painting or something. It's not very good at it. But I love to shoot some camera in my college. But one day I find I don't have a resource to buy a newer or higher end camera, digital camera like my classmates. So I think but another way is do an unusual way. So I go to like a flea market to buy some like film camera bad lens. So it's very high interesting to shoot every camera. Is not specifically in the one camera to shoot everything. So I think I like camera is more than photography here. And when I just into like a Wufeng, it's very tiny town, and the city hall have like a plan for like a younger generation to have for land to have own business. So I just go to like imply here. So I made my little own shop here, layer. Okay, so my passion is to use every kind of camera. And I think when I was a kid and a teenager, I don't have a resource to get a good camera, or like some people will teach me how to use that properly. So I think it's for me, it's just like to see like younger people to go here, and I can teach you some, and I can see my young self here to learn about the old camera. So sometimes I will go to like college photo club to teach them, and so this is my a little history of my shop here. And our is like a family business, but it's my business first, and my parent to help me. So sometimes you go there here, you can see my parent here to help me sell things. So it's all my family to help me my business. Is not have like a little salesman or like a kid will go there to help me here. So it's a little background about the two camera, and we choose the two camera because the camera shape from the top you can see like look like this character in the Chinese. So we call it two camera because the character is the meaning is the top is if you see another word is out is there will be like a dance here, and this one is two is because it will pop up. So the look is like a top view of the camera. So it's a little funny background here.
If you had to show somebody something in this shop, because there's so much to see, so if you had to personally choose what some of your favorite cameras or your favorite items are, or the things that you are most proud of, what would it be?
I think the 120 camera will be like my top choice because some shop will sell like more modern stuff, like the Kodak will make like toy camera or like a disposal camera here. But because the 120 is it's not easy to get, and people doesn't see often in the real life. So I think because some will be like 120 camera, like a TLR, or some like SLR here. I think the old stuff, I think it's very interesting because you can see online, but it's rarely see in a real place. So it's my recommendation is, and some lens because some camera shop doesn't want to sell the like a film camera lens because it's very hassle to do that because they will need to clean, you need to check the function here, but we have like a very variety choice. You can adapt whatever, or you use some because some people get like one Canon, like a Nikon one, but doesn't have a ton of choice to choose the lens in other stuff in other place. So I think the old lens and old camera will be like a very our shop specialty here.
And when it comes to these manual lenses, you were saying that a lot of these shops don't want to sell old film camera lenses because they have to worry about taking care of it or cleaning it or rebuilding it. So, but you, of course, you sell all this stuff. So do you take it apart and maintain it and clean it yourself?
I sometimes will do that, but my dad will do that too. My dad doesn't. He used to be like a designer for like a DM or some like a cover or like a business card designer. So graphic designer, but my dad will clean or disassemble some. I will do too, but sometimes I won't put it back. So my knowledge is sometimes not enough. So majorly we will like fix or restore by ourselves, but sometimes we will like outsourcing for some very talented mechanic shop in Taichung or something else. So majorly we will restore by ourselves because you can pursue the margins like a profit. But I think sometimes but I think sometimes my take out, I disassemble the camera. I didn't know how to put it back, but I still learn something about it because you will know how they work, and how they work will be very important too if you want to introduce some people how to use this camera, but you don't know why this word here or this will do what. So I think sometimes the disassemble will be disaster for myself. I will disassemble camera, but I don't know how to do it. But I know sometimes I will learn something about the camera. It's very cool. So maybe I lost some money here, but I learned a very valuable thing here. So because the mechanical how the camera work will sometimes the only way to know is just disassemble it.
And I've actually got quite a few subscribers who are older and they've been in the photography business for many years. I see a lot of people commenting they've been photojournalists or they work for newspapers, and they've been doing this since maybe the 70s or the 80s. So a lot of experience with film cameras, and they'll talk about how it was different using film versus digital. And I wanted to ask you, now that we are in the modern day, it's 2025, a lot of these cameras are very old, and you've experienced so many cameras. You've held so many cameras, you've had to repair them. Even though this is a bit controversial, if you have to choose your opinion, when you look at a majority of Nikon versus Pentax or Canon or Minolta or any of these old camera brands, what do you find is typically the most reliable? What has held up the best these days?
I think I think the help because sometimes I think reliable thing is like a very different because some camera will put like keep in the like a storage, they have a like a moisture,
dry box.
yeah, dry box or something. But so in my point of view, I think it's not have like one brand is very reliable. Yeah, like maybe Nikon. Yeah, but it's not about like oh it will be like a mechanical shutter or electronic shutter or electronic. I think the in Taiwan like a film camera like society, they tend to buy the mechanical shutter. They despise the electronic shutter because I think many people is very old school. They think if I have a battery in there will destroy the camera and the mechanical like electric part will be weird or something like this. But I don't think so because I think the electronic shutter sometimes will be more stable because the shutter speed will be very
A little more accurate.
yeah, because they use like a little mechanical to use the magnet controller shutter speed.
Like it's like quartz controlled or something.
I think like watch.
Yeah.
If you have like a G-Shock, it will last longer. If you have a mechanical, you sometimes the brake this doesn't easy to fix. But you think the mechanical watch is like last longer. But sometimes the electronic like a digital watch they will be less. I think it will be last longer because sometimes the screen is broken. You can just replace the screen. Yeah. The capacitor is broken. You can change the capacitor.
Yeah.
But the mechanical watch will be very, very, very different because sometimes they need to. I think in other way, if you want to you want to shutter to have a different kind of speed. In the mechanical shutter, there will be like a two set. They're low speed and normal and high speed. So they want to make the camera have a certain shutter speed. They will need to the counterpart or the spring or gear is many. It's more part than the electronic shutter. So sometimes people will think about it. Mechanical doesn't need to battery to power the camera, so it will be less longer. I don't. Sometimes we have by misguiding the camera can use without the battery is lasting longer. But inside they will need more part to make the camera move. So sometimes I think that in Taiwan is all about the mechanical shutter. They don't trust the battery. They talk about like you use battery camera. If your battery die, you cannot use it. But sometimes you need to like light metering the situation. If you don't have a battery, you don't have nothing. You have nothing. So sometimes I think find the camera use most comfortable. It's not about last longer. Yeah, because all the film cameras last about like 40 years or 50 years. So it's very
They're pretty rugged.
Yeah. So and people, I think the time they use is not very often. Yeah. Many people maybe shoot like a 2-roll, they will put in better shot or so I think the film camera doesn't have like a shutter how to say it, but if you buy like a second-hand SLR, it will be like a 20,000 like a shutter cycle or that. But in the film, I think 10 roll is too much for many people here.
Okay, so if somebody comes into the shop and they've never owned a film camera before and they don't know anything about them, but they want a recommendation, they're asking you, what should be my first film camera? What will you suggest to them?
I have a different approach because in our community, they will tend to you need to own like a very difficult like SLR, and must be the fully manual one to learn how to properly use camera. But it's not my take. My take is because I think the photography have two layers. One layer is how to use the camera, how to know the ISO, aperture, shutter speed.
Yeah, the exposure.
Yeah,
triangle.
and how to operate the camera, like what this style would do and this level to do. But another take is how you view the scene. Yeah, how to enjoy your life, and while enjoy your life, you take a good photo about it. And sometimes I teach some class to given the camera to shoot random thing, like a half day to run around the city. I don't teach anything about and I don't teach anything about like how to use the camera. I just give in the point and shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but my point and shoot is very. I think the limited the point and shoot I think must have the autofocus to use them, and I dropped the camera for them, and they took like a street photography, and I will teach you how to properly street photography, because sometimes they will be like all like a family photo or like a friend group photo here. So I teach you how to use and shoot the 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 nice street photography, not that's random photo, and they will come out very good. And some student will very like bring their own camera. They will dial like a shutter or aperture and different kind of zoom lens to like very showy student. But sometimes they doesn't have like a very good shot every time.
And if you have to, the same student is asking, okay, now I know this is the camera. Of all this film, there's so much film. Either it's old stock or it's stuff that they still make. You have color, black and white. There's color negative. There's slide film. If a student is asking you what is the best film just to start with to learn, what are you going to recommend to them?
Cheapest one.
Just whatever's cheapest.
Yeah, whatever cheapest. And a camera option will be like auto focusing, like a point and shoot. Doesn't because some will be like a very cheaply made. Doesn't mean they will be less powerful or something, but doesn't have like a light meeting, doesn't focusing anything. Sometimes they will pick it out and just randomly shoot something. If they see the limited about this kind of camera, they will shoot very well too. But sometimes they don't learn about this kind of camera. It doesn't change shutter speed and aperture, not even automatically change or manually change. So sometimes they will pick out camera because there's fewer buttons on here. Sometimes people will think, oh, I just need to push the button. Sometimes it will be very easy, but because the lack of the like automatic thing, so people will like have a layer print or like a photo back. They don't seem very happy about it. So my main point will be, if you need just shoot happily, yeah, you get a shot, you get a good photo. It's all about this. It's not all about how I operate my camera. Yeah, some people will be misguided of like this kind of thing. Oh, I own a very good camera, or I have like a very fully manual thing, or I manually turn something become something. They will be very proud of it. But I don't think this is about the camera. It's not about you.
Yeah.
So I think sometimes they want to pick up, and they will be, I think, effortless to use any camera. It's not be very, I want to be buy the best thing, so I need to buy a newer generation camera and maybe it will break my credit card or something. I think this is not a good point. Yeah, I think the good point is you enjoy this. So I think my point of view is you need to like you take some good photo you can share with. Yeah, it's not about I learned the ISO today. It's not that. I think and I think the photography is a very easy thing to do, because if you want to learn the guitar, you want to perform the next week, it's not possible.
Right.
Yeah, but if you want to like take a good photo this weekend, you just buy a very easy camera. You can still get a good photo with it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't even need a camera because you can use your phone.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. We've all seen that people who think that if they have really expensive camera, that makes them a good photographer. And then the other side is, aside from the people who have very expensive gear and take bad photos, there's also all the people who just use their cell phone, but when you see the images, it's like, oh my God, it's amazing. They have a very good eye for composition and exposure. So I was also gonna ask, okay, those are the beginners. So if I'm asking about you personally, for you personally, is there one camera that you use most often, or do you constantly switch between different things in the shop?
Constantly switch.
Constantly switch.
If you have a genie to ask me what if you want what very expensive camera or 100 cheaper camera, I want 100 cheap camera.
Yeah.
Because it's I can feel a different kind of approach they make, or another approach I made for the photo. Sometimes I see I can maybe old lady picking a fruit or something. If I have this kind of lens or this kind of camera, I will be different photo.
Different approach, yeah.
Yeah, different approach. So I think my one question is not have a so maybe I just buy too many camera needs me, so I will choose everything. And sometimes it's my business model because we need to like take some like how to example for the customer to
the
pick.
sample photos.
Yeah, because you don't find that easy.
Yeah.
Because there's some cameras too tiny. People won't like to publish anything on the like Instagram. Even the Flickr back then is very good.
Yeah.
I can find something. Oh, I want to see how the Canon A1 will shoot. I can take it on the Flickr.
Yeah.
Maybe I think nowadays the normal graphics side is still good, but it's not very even quality.
Right.
Because I think the developer shot in like outside of Asia is not that good.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, I was surprised that when I used to shoot film more often, I actually avoided the Lomo film because I would see the sample photos and they always look very ugly.
Yeah.
And I thought, I think Lomo is probably very low quality hipster stuff. And then one day I got some Lomo, I think it was the 1600 or something, or Lomo 800.
I think it's 800.
Yeah, 800. And I shot it not being serious, like, this will probably be bad. And then I got the photos back, like it actually looked really good.
Yeah. I think the balance is, I think that Lomo graphics thing, balance is very like street rat.
Yeah, street
Yeah,
rat,
old school people doesn't like it.
Right.
Because they didn't take a film seriously.
Right.
But I think nowadays you get more weird stuff, not good quality made. Sound like how to say it, cinema film.
Right.
Or like not cinema film. It's okay to shoot cinema film, but some will repackage it to something and a cool box on that. So I think nowadays, I think normal graphics is not back then like I think the Lomographic have like a very good third party like thing because the Fujifilm doesn't want to make film anymore, and you only have like one option, like Kodak or like earphone. I think earphone is good too. They make some new color film today nowadays. So I think this you don't have a lot of choice here. And it's by dominant by Kodak. Sometimes Lomography will jump up to give you something weird. So I see things differently now.
And do you have a favorite film that you like to shoot with most often?
I think most often. I think sometimes I have a guilty pleasure to shoot some Fujifilm, but made in Japan. Yeah. But the result is not exactly what I want, but the color will remind me some old school film color. Yeah, it's very rich. So maybe some I think the extra 400. Yeah, it's gone now. So so just like the candy you used to eat in your teenagers or your childhood now. So extra 400 will be my top choice. But because I don't have like some memory on it.
And I see that you also sell, now you have digital cameras over here. I see like an old 5D Mark II, and I see, I think a Nikon D40 maybe. And you have all these little digicams. Do you personally shoot digital as well, or do you only shoot film?
I think I shoot my digital camera just like film. I used to just like a 16 photo or 30 photo per day. If I go out to like travel or something. So I don't quite use the digital camera.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you prefer film? I
prefer film. I used to own like a XE4 or like a D700. I quite not like it. Yeah, but it's not my cup of tea because I don't want to like a hassle about like a Lightroom thing, like a raw thing to. Sometimes people will say developer will change your film color so you like this color because the developer. I don't think like that because sometimes just some people will like unprocessing but I don't think this that preference.
Yeah.
Because a digital camera is sometimes not like, but I think the dynamic ranging will be one thing. Yeah, sometimes
Dynamic range, yeah.
because I use iPhone. iPhone now is very good. The dynamic thing, people you can take whatever shot, you back off light or your back is still good
The
shot.
depth of field of stuff.
Yeah. And if you count these days, still have color, and sometimes you bring the camera, you shoot it. You traditional digital camera you will shoot it. You think about like how to like your iPhone thing, but the color and the lighting is not that similar because you so used to the phone, and you think the digital camera will be like phone. Yeah. Some very entry level or some amateur will want to buy the camera to improve their like photography, but I think they will be facing the same exact problem.
Same problem.
Yeah. You just think maybe I buy like a Ricoh GR4 I will be very good at it, but sometimes no, because it's not very easy to you can just point and get a result same as the phone. So I don't quite use the phone to shoot so I use majorly film.
Have you tried the modern film cameras like the Pentax? Is it the 17?
Yeah, 17.
Have you tried that?
I think it's very good.
Yeah?
Yes, very good. But
Do you
people
have one
will
here?
be different. I sold out as last one.
Okay.
But I think the people will have a different take because the film camera in Asian, especially in Taiwan or Japan, the camera is very cheap.
Yeah.
So the Pentax 70 will be expensive for this area.
Yeah.
But I think in Australia or something, the Pentax 17 will be very good price range. But I think if you have you want to travel like 5 countries with one camera, I think will be recommended because it's newer. Yeah, and I think the Pentax have a very good design take. They have a function like a dial to choose with. But people will because the price range is very similar like a very high end point and shoot like a GR1 or like Contest T2. But Pentax 70 will encourage you to choose different kind of mode.
Yeah.
Because the every role have their own not weakness. Because if you use like full auto, they will not be the zone focus. They will be like a pan focus.
Yeah.
So you want a very clean view, and you need to become like a P mode, like program mode.
Yeah.
So you need to constantly change the mode. I think it's good.
Good.
Yeah, because the camera encouraging you to do something like this. Because some people in the same person they will look for like a GR1 or something like this. They will think, GR1 have a zone focus mode or aperture mode, but you will be seldomly use those because it's point and shoot and the auto mode is very good. So the Pentax 70 is sometimes you need to manual, sometimes you need to automatic. So they will encourage you to do that. So I think it's different kind of view to see those things. People will see, let's half frame because in Asia we love half frame.
Yeah.
Half frame you can take more film. The design is good.
Yeah.
But some weird designer choice will be very obvious because the hand grill will be very put up because they need to put a CR2 battery in. It's very ugly. But the design is not very classy because people will want something look like a Fujifilm X frame, something like this, look like little tiny Leica like. But this one is take a very weird take. But something is good. But Pentax is not very looking forward about the film. The sales number is not that good. But I think I still sell many. So it's good to see some manufacturer will take on a very dangerous road to make some film camera.
Yeah, it's nice when you see they're still willing to take chances and do things like this.
It's very because the Pentax is very underdog. They doesn't make any mirrorless. They doesn't make any a very hard selling thing. It's not like a Fujifilm. So
the Pentax is a less popular brand. They don't have the same variety, but everybody who buys Pentax, they love Pentax.
it's
it's like a
very
very
enthusiastic.
loyal following. Yeah.
They like a cult.
Yeah.
Yeah. They people like a FB group. I think Pentax will very buying the lens, selling the lens, and create about like a K1 or something. They was very loyalty. Yeah, this because it's very like a big, large segment apart from like a majorly like a Sony thing. Yeah, it's weird camera. So it's weird camera company. So.
Quick questions. When it comes to these are new cameras, new film cameras, but they're also kind of cheap, entry level. What do you think of these cameras?
It's not good.
Not good.
Sometimes people will. It's not liking the cheap camera, but sometimes I think it's very entry level for many teenagers because you want to sell camera for the people will getting old. They will get rid of the camera because they can see. But if you want to have more people to get on the ball or the camera, they need to buy something now.
Okay.
So sometimes we will. It doesn't look good. The film quality is very uneven, and people will not recommend calling the garbage or something. But in my mind, some teenager will have a little allowance to buy things. Sometimes this is the best they can do. So I think any camera is good camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you give it a hands on something, they will buy maybe in their like adult life they will get like a old school Nikon SLR or buy the digital camera. I think it's good for this economic the market or camera. I think it's good because the user will getting older and the camera cell is not that good. Yeah, digital camera is in a very thin line.
And if you have to recommend, I see they have the Fujifilm Polaroids or the instant cameras. They have the Polaroid instant camera. Then they have some others. Yeah, the old school ones or the new ones. If I have to ask you, what is your favorite instant camera to use? What would you choose?
I think the Polaroid is my choice.
Old or new?
I think the newer one.
New one.
The old one is very painful.
Very painful.
The light meeting sometimes will go off, and the flashlight if you use last month you use is okay. This month you use it, the flashlight doesn't work.
Yeah.
And the Polaroid for film is not good for like a very hard season here, because they will change the color very rapidly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So the Fujifilm instant camera will be most people's choice, but sometimes you miss the very class, the rectangle shape and the.
Well, like the folding ones back here, they fold.
SX70.
Yeah, those are cool.
Yes, this one will be SLR too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and very classy, but it's more painful than this because this use this lower ISO film, so you need to like shoot with like a noon or like before 3 p.m. or you will get very bad shot it. So the Polaroid is like have half. You have a very bad, like a very pinky look because ours too sunny. But sometimes you miss the very classic the shape. And I think the paper of the Polaroid is very have a little more texture than the Fujifilm one. Yeah.
And if I am looking at these cameras, I see most of them obviously are SLRs.
Yeah.
But then you have some of these old folding cameras, like the film folding cameras, the Voigtlander. You have the Pentax medium format, but it's also, I guess, SLR.
Yeah.
Or you have where are they? They have the TLRs. You have rangefinder. What style of camera do you prefer, or do you think it's best?
I think the rangefinder one will be my choice because rangefinder is because SLRs all look the same, and you will need to like have a lens. Like you need to, if you make one lens, you need to use less longer, because you cannot make a lot of model about it. The people will the customer will go away. because it changes the mount. The people have own the lens, they will be desirable about the newer one because the old lens they cannot use. So because I think because they need to be adapt every lens they make, so the SR will be very boring. Yeah. So I think SR because the mainly is unibody. So they will make the lens and the body together have a one goal for the camera design. So some I think some will be very weird because nowadays you don't want to take a chance on the camera design, but back then you want to make a name. So sometimes will be very weird. And I think when I was teenager, my first camera buy on the flea market, I think it's like a Yashica one.
Oh yeah, I've had Yashicas.
I'm feeling about an old range camera because I don't need to buy a lens. I get a whole camera. Yeah.
And then I've actually, now that I'm looking, I noticed you actually have way more rangefinders than I realized. I see old Nikon rangefinder, which is awesome. I love seeing these. I think they're very beautiful. You have the Voigtlander Bessa, you have the Canon, you have, I don't know if you have any Leicas in here.
Because Leica will be...
Oh, I see some more.
Will be very...
Oh, some old Minoltas.
Yeah.
And... Is this a Russian camera?
Yeah,
this is
Russian
the
camera.
What is it called? They have the Feds. They have the Z. All sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
Of these rangefinders, which do you feel is the best as far as? Because I've heard I've never owned a rangefinder.
Yeah.
Well, I have owned old Canons, but I've never owned a Leica. But I've heard people say that the rangefinder will become out of balance and you have to get it calibrated.
Oh, because I think it's about the viewfinder. It's not about like a lens, because the viewfinder will have a mirror to pivot, but sometimes will be like a very because you have a shock or you put in the bag you randomly, but it's not very common.
Not common.
Yeah, not common. And rangefinder we don't have a Leica one because it's too expensive.
Expensive, yeah.
We just like I said before, I want to like 100 camera.
Yeah.
Doesn't want because the whole cabin is I think it's about the value about like one
Leica.
Yeah. It's not good and people doesn't because I think people will choose like a Leica M3. They will want to very specific thing. They want to like one specific model or condition. Sometimes people want like very original or fully rebuilt one. So it's not our specialty to selling the Leica here.
What about the M mount lenses? Because I know that there are some other cameras that are not Leica, but they also use M mount.
Yeah, like a Hesser RF or some like modern. I'll just spell this.
This Voigtlander.
Voigtlander camera. So, but because we don't sell like the Leica, so the end lens will be our shop.
Okay, so not even like Voigtlander lenses.
Yeah, because I think the people they're just very picky. Yeah, they want very special thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's different kind of market here.
Ned, have you ever taken photos with this Russian camera?
No.
No.
Because our shop we have iPads to store our photo. Sometimes I will if you want to like show people sometimes this is kind of rare. It's not very like not very pricey rare. It's cheap rare.
Yeah, it's still unusual. Yeah,
unusual.
Uncommon. Yeah.
Uncommon. But sometimes I need to shoot like a very common camera.
Yeah.
Can show more people about this. Yeah, you should shoot this and the album of this camera will be never opened.
Never opened.
No one will have interest, or we don't need to show this to the customer because no one will be interested about what kind of photo they took. So because the effort, we need to put a mass effort here. So maybe some very common one we see like in our shop every time.
And other than the cameras, I see that you have CRT TV, you have old radio, you have a lot of vintage things. Is there anything else that is old and vintage that you like to use even now? Like maybe CRT TV or typewriter or something?
I think the radio thing is my dad or record.
Yeah.
I think the record or the cassette tape player. I think that because the preserve some media, so we can use the media. And the CRT TV will be no.
No.
Sometimes I will play like GameCube or PS1.
I have a CRT in my office and I use it for Nintendo.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Old Nintendo is fun.
yeah, but CRT is not. And this one doesn't even a TV. This one is like a slider view.
Oh, that's cool to view slides.
It's a very cool
Yeah,
monitor.
look at that. Kodak Ectographic.
This one will be like a projector.
Oh, really?
And you close the projector, it will be like a screen, you can watch it.
That's really cool.
So you can two-way see your slide film.
I've never seen one of those before.
And you can put a cassette tape here.
Really?
Because you can like describe the thing, all the places we go, whatever. And so you can use the cassette player here. They will record your voice. They even have a little microphone you can hold it.
That's
So
awesome.
this one is very rare because I don't see.
I've never seen one before. Yeah.
Yeah, because I was thinking this will be very expensive because they have a screen for your slide. Mostly it's like just projector. Yeah, so this is very rare. I don't even see any. I think I see the one before on the eBay, but this one is locally found. I find in the Taiwan FB marketplace. It's
Really?
very fine because
Wow.
we don't. The FB marketplace is not easy for surfacing, so
Yeah.
just grab one. So good. This one is my favorite.
And I've seen that you have these bags before. These are these golden, like yellow Kodak bags. What are these for? Because
Because I think have I don't know how to say that. If you can put a icing.
Oh, like a cooler bag.
Yeah, cooler.
Yeah, okay.
So-
That's what I thought because it looks like a cooler bag, but I wasn't sure why there would be a cooler bag with Kodak on it.
Because they look like a film box,
Oh,
and they will be like a promotion.
so it's just a style thing.
yeah, promotion.
Yeah,
And
okay,
add,
for promotional, yeah.
Like a full empty bus and send a postcard. You can get one. So they will all look like a big film. So it's very cute to have this because they look like a big film, and you can carry around.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And what about these camcorders? Do you ever use these for videos?
No.
Or no?
We are not highly recommended.
Okay.
Because some kid will go there, they want to shoot a video. It doesn't mean they need to like a very high-end 4K video. Sometimes they want like very old school VHS look. They will be disappointed.
Disappointed, yeah.
Because it will be full HD.
Yeah.
And the file is not easy to like translate or convert
Oh, yeah,
to
yeah.
the MP4. They don't show any like a MP4 file. They will be like a manual one, and you need to use the different kind of application to make like a film, make the video. So people won't get this. I don't recommend that.
Yeah.
But I still sell it.
I think they look cool aesthetically.
Yeah,
Very cool looking, but I haven't used one since they were new.